Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. That was a little rough. Do I look a little tired still? Well, that's because I've been on the road for probably 15 minutes and I got up maybe 20 minutes ago. Slept in a little bit this morning, but hey, that's the perks of being a guy. I was up and out the door in less than 10 minutes. And I remembered everything I needed. I think. But anyway, let's hope the rest of the day goes smoother than that. At least I didn't forget my caffeine this morning. That would have been a rough couple trips. But hey, if you guys are new to the channel, or for some reason you guys don't watch to the end, I mean, shame on you. Make sure you stick around. We drop a random fact of knowledge for you guys at the end of each video that most of the time I think they're pretty interesting. Well, I think they're all pretty interesting, or I wouldn't choose that fact. So make sure you stick around for that. Dustin ended up pulling in right next to me. Because he's coming from the shop and I actually take the trucks home in the evening so I can just leave from my house, because perks of living right next to the farm. And we actually met each other on the interstate this morning, so we timed that pretty well. But we got these two loads apiece to get in, and then I've got a few updates for you guys. Gonna update you guys on our grain wet holding. They've been working on that this week. Also, John Deere was out and got our combine fixed up, so I have not seen it yet, so we'll run through that this afternoon and make sure everything works and figure out how to run it. But I got a little clip that I took for you guys yesterday while the crane was at Jitville, so I'll throw that in here real quick and we'll continue on. Fall to the ground. It's still standing. That's always good. Wanted to jump on real quick, give you guys an update on our wet holding. Looks like they're unhooking the crane right now. They just suspended that spout. So that now splits off our hopper distributor. We can now fill it anyways. They don't have the unload done yet, but I think they've done enough now. They just welded the other clamp on. You guys are done, right? You got the truck? Okay. So, yep, they're going to move their welding truck for us real quick, which will give us enough room to load the trucks and we can get back on the road, get out of their hair, and let them finish. Well, you couldn't ask for a much smoother trip back. That's loud. I'm trying to figure out which way the wind's going. And it really doesn't look like there's much wind at all, unfortunately. It's nice when it's at least one way or the other. That's probably going to be just one dusty video. All right, now that's an awesome. Got a red-tailed hawk sitting on top of our. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and he just nosedived. Oh, he got a mouse or something. And now he's feasting on top of that power pole. That was pretty cool to catch. All right, well, I'm gonna help Dustin load real quick because the way I chose to load the trucks is the worst possible way for the wind, is what it turned out. So get him loaded and then I'll update you guys on our little wet holding project. All right, so I'll have to go back when I edit how much video yesterday I got when the crane was in here of actually what was happening. So the end of the day yesterday, they got the downspout tied into this bin, and at the top of this downspout there's a flop valve. So basically we can decide whether we want to go to the hopper or this new bin, because throughout harvest they'll both end up being wet storage at different times. So we wanted those on one spout and then split. So feeding the bin is done now. We've got our unload that's been in for a while, and they installed this auger yesterday, which looks like they're in the process of welding this on and tying it in. And then they've got it braced, tied up, welded on, and there will be another flop valve off the end of that auger, and they're going to tie it in below that conveyor somehow. And then the other side's actually going to come out and around the dry leg, I believe, and it will feed into the side of the leg here. But that will allow us, one, to feed the dryer with that bin like the main purpose of it is, but also at the end of the year we can fill it with dry corn, flip that flop valve, and still unload it normal into the leg without having to run it through the dryer. I'm excited to use it.
Maze of piping.
It is a maze of piping.
It'd be neat to be able to like take an actual footage of it, how the corn actually travels.
we're gonna stick the camera inside the auger.
In the augers.
Yep, we're gonna let you
Pray
guys.
they come out in one piece. We'll see you on the other side.
Yep, we're gonna give you guys a first-person view of the corn as it goes through the auger.
Would be. I mean, it'd be cool to like see it go up the leg.
If there was some way you could do that, that would be an awesome. But that's pretty much impossible. My thoughts are, like, if you're thinking like the grain, you sit in the bin for literally months not moving, and then all of a sudden
it's like, oh, here I go.
Here I go, one wild ride. That's really all they did yesterday. They did some other maintenance on this bin, but nothing special on that. Show you guys kind of the progress we've made this week. I think this is day number 4 hauling. So we emptied that bin, got it all swept out, and we tapped into our last corn bin, the big 60-footer. So we're running out of corn finally, which is good and bad. So you want to run out because I'm tired of hauling, but the more you haul, the more you can sell. And we need all of that we can get right now. That's a pretty in-depth update to our week.
We survived.
We survived. And
who knows if the guys in Canada are even alive?
yeah, we have not heard from Kyle or Dad since I think...
They're having too much fun.
Was it Tuesday?
Monday morning.
Monday morning. So literally the entire week.
Yeah.
Dad, I'm actually proud of you, Dad. When you see this video, I'm proud of you. The first few trips he went up there, or he was gone when I came back to farm, I think I heard from him every night checking in.
Yeah. Or a text or something.
Or something. So I'm proud of you, Dad.
Or maybe it's your brother that's saying, Dad, let go. Separate.
Yeah, whatever the reasoning is.
They've got it under control back home.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for not checking in every week. Hope they've enjoyed their week. We are going to get on the road. This is going to be our last load for today. We'll get it in real quick and probably see you guys back at the shop. Got some updates for you on the combine as well. I'm excited to get back and try that out. First try, like you've done that before. Yeah! Now, give you guys and myself an update on this combine. Tech was out here, I think a few days ago, said everything's working. It was just a software update. Hey, look at that. Shows up now. All right, moment of truth. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so now this is a total guess. You can see the cross augers in there, right under there, under the shields. So those are what we want to shut off. So if I'm unloading, oh look, cross augers are not on. Oh, and then there they are. And you guys can't tell, but that auger is on. So let's see if I can. Yep, cross augers are off, but we can still feel the there, and then it shut off. Cross augers will shut off now, we just got to fine tune them. So big thumbs up. I think we're good till harvest now. There's another shot of that spout for you guys because personally I just think it looks so flippin' sweet. Ooh, getting the jitters for harvest already. No, not really. I'm not ready for that yet. Had one tractor we had to pull out to get the combine in. We'll get that back in real quick. So the last thing I'm overly worried about today is sprayer is still sitting in here. The last video you guys saw, actually I think it was two videos ago, I drained the oil in it, and if you haven't seen that, that was quite the fiasco. I made a few rookie mistakes with that. However, that was Monday. This is Friday, so I think it's had enough time to drain. Make sure Dad doesn't get back and think there's already oil in it and start it up. So I'm gonna make sure it's finished. I am truly impressed that that whole process, that's all the oil I got on the ground. Look at that, there's no oil in it. They just had to put this coolant line or whatever, oil line or whatever it is, right in front of the fill. There's 2 of 3. And we're gonna go a little shy on the third one. because I want to make sure we don't overfill it. All right, perfect, right at the top. So we're gonna call that good. All right, well, I'm happy with the oil level on that now, and that is just one more project I can mark off the list. So as far as for Dustin and I today, I think that's gonna finish the day out. Our church is putting on a blood drive, so we are both here in the next couple hours gonna go get stuck with a needle, donate some blood, and help out what little we can. So did you guys know that roughly 40% of the global population is employed through agriculture in some way? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.